Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wagner College. Danny Shenad, Nobody Cares Sports Network. I don't want to hear nothing. The internet went down here at Wagner College at D1 University, and they were like, sorry, man, there's nothing we could do for you. My sponsor, Qualitech Computers, said, hold on, Danny. I'm going to bring you a T-Mobile box. We're going to give you internet in no time. So a big shout out to Qualitech Computers. Also got to give a shout out to our boys, Too Many Topics Media, who hooked us up with a new tripod at halftime as well. So Bookie's working on a new tripod. It should be a less shaky camera. Hopefully right now we're going to have 2 quarters of uninterrupted football. And joining us in the broadcast booth right now, a star and local legend, also happens to be the athletic director for the Moore Mavs, Mike Ponsiglione. How are you doing, brother?
Doing great, Dan. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you back up here. It is as we make the change on screen, it is the third quarter, an 18-7 ball game, Moore with the lead. What do you make of this environment tonight, Friday Night Lights?
This is so incredible for Staten Island football and also for New York City football. It shows that we can play at a really high level here. We could compete with the teams on Long Island and throughout the city. And it's a great community event. We're thrilled to be here. We thank Wagner College for letting us come here once a year.
Oh, no doubt. And, Mike, I got to let you know, I was roasted. Nobody cares. The whole first half, people from coast to coast were upset with the camera, this, that, and that. I want you to know I work hard, Mike, so I made changes. We're going to have a good second half here.
Well, I've seen the quality of your work, so I know it wasn't you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shots fired at the bookie, though. We've got a short gain here on the play. It's going to bring up a manageable second down, as a matter of fact. 2nd and 3 upcoming. Your team lost in the championship game last year. Is that right? Or how did that play out? Semifinals?
We lost in the championship game the last 3 years, actually.
I didn't mean to bring up anything,
And we feel like we have the team that can get back there again this year.
I definitely feel that way again. As Laundry's on the field, I've seen a lot of penalties tonight. It seems the referees are in mid-season form.
Well, it's opening night. We don't want to be too rough on them. I've been a ref myself for some time, so it's the first game for both teams. They really haven't hit anybody with anger yet, and the adrenaline's high.
It's the same concept, Bookie. We don't want you to touch the camera unless the play is live, so we're doing the best we can do under the circumstances. Mike, we got to take a selfie. We didn't ask Kevin Gum to do that from Mainstream Coffee, but he photobombed us. It's a 2nd and 3 for the Warriors in Mavs territory. They trail 18-7. Quarterback out of a gun, moving up in the pocket, is going to keep it. And he's tackled well short of the line to gain about 5 yards on the play. It brings up 3rd and long. Great digs up here, man. Great digs.
Beautiful complex. They've done a lot of improvements. It's a Division I. It's a Division I facility.
Tell him he's next. Yeah. So legend over there, Curtis, Warrior legend, Al Curtis in the house. Al, believe working with the Air Force right now.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, the Mavs come up with another massive sack. And they've been getting to this quarterback all night, Coach. I'm not used to seeing you at the local event. Normally when I go to a Mavs game, I'm like, Coach, where are you? I don't see you. I'm in Disney World with the cheerleading team. I'm like, come on. This guy's always on vacation with the school.
We try to give all of our teams equal opportunities to be represented by their athletic department.
Truth Decay says, give me a shout out. I cried. Yeah. No, I appreciate you. Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. We've switched over to Qualitech Computers Internet, and they've saved this broadcast single-handedly tonight. The punt is away and downfield and down at the 22-yard line. That's where the Mavs are going to take over. We're here talking with Mike Ponsiglione out of Moore High School. And, Coach, I am actually going to bring you on camera so that everybody at home could see you. Say what up. This is your camera here. We're sponsored tonight here in the booth by our friends at Main Street Coffee. I just want you to know that.
Okay.
2 locations here on Staten Island. So
thank you to Main Street Coffee for sponsoring the event.
You don't have to feel obligated because he's standing right next to you or anything like that, but we appreciate it.
we could bring some up to the booth. It would be really, really
It'd be
big
really
help.
splendid if that happened. Sometimes, when I'm real good at my job, we get gifts, but not tonight. Give us to the tailback, rolling right side. He's on the edge, moving to the second level and driven out of bounds close to the sticks. Oh, Lordy, if you think that the camera is better here in the second half, let us know in the YouTube chat. You were so honest in the first half. Don't hold back now in the second.
Looks like he's about 2 yards short.
James Kelly says, can I get a shout out? I saw you yesterday at Tottenville. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing. Shout out, James Kelly. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome back, everybody. Technical difficulties galore in the first half. Fumble in the backfield. The Warriors come up with it. Mr. Momentum has changed his address, and the Warriors now have it in the red zone after that turnover. I'm excited for everybody, Mike. I don't want you to feel like I'm rubbing it in your face here.
Absolutely not. You're doing your job. You're doing a great job.
That's how I call the game. What a massive play. I mean, normally we say the team that makes the least amount of mistakes wins a game this early in the season. I mean, a team like Curtis started practicing 10 days ago. The Catholic high school, do they have a little bit different rules in terms of you can get together a little bit earlier to practice and stuff like that?
We start, well, today is what, the 30th? We got about 3-day head start on them. We start around the 16th or the 17th.
All right, well, that's, good to know for all the Catholic school people out there thinking about going to play ball in Catholic school. You get a little bit jump start on New York City as the give us to the tailback running right side with his stiff arm, stays on his feet and moves out of bounds. It's funny. People were telling me to pack my car and to just go to the Roadhouse and forget about the broadcast.
Well,
they were like, just drive down the road, go to the Roadhouse, forget about the whole thing, Danny. Now, they're not a sponsor, but they almost had me. Kevin's phone's blowing up.
Well, this is a really highly competitive, evenly played game. You wouldn't want to leave even if you didn't have a broadcast to do.
110%. I'm going to have to spend a lot of money on Tuesday morning to upgrade our equipment. We'll be bankrupt in no time, but book us for a game, will you? Out of a gun, a 2nd and 6 to give us to the tailback running. A-gap still on his feet, rumbling and bumbling inside the 5, still going. Oh, my.
That's a strong run. That is a strong run. That's a downhill runner.
I want to know who's in charge of their strength and conditioning program at Curtis High School, because my man just carried the Mavs for 5 yards and refused to go down. Trying to get a number on that young man. It is number 1. That is Quadir Gomez on the carry. Bookie, it wasn't you. It was the tripod. I still love you. The bruises on your body will heal, pal. Give is once again to Gomes. He's looking to score up the gut. He's in. Warrior touchdown. I don't know, Mike. You think you're good luck for your team, or what are you thinking right now? What are the thoughts going through your head? Are you trying to run out of here?
I think I may have to run out of
You might have to. You're going to get some hate mail, pal. Definitely will. But there's a glorious breeze up here with the windows open tonight. So
Beautiful night. Beautiful night for any sport.
Now the Warriors out to kick the extra point. Bookie doing a phenomenal job on camera. The stream is up. We are live, baby. High snap. The field goal is blocked. Extra point, no good. 18-13 is our score. I'm telling you, it's the athletic director, Mike Ponsiglione, here, joining us in the broadcast booth out of Moore Catholic High School in Bull's Head, home of the Mavs. We appreciate you coming in the broadcast booth, brother. And I want to say thank you on behalf of everybody and Nobody Cares. You don't know me from a hole in the wall, pal. And you've always been like, hey, Danny, I love what you do. Come on out, do some games with us, whatever it is. And I just want to say thank you for leaving the door open for us.
You do great work, and the kids love what you do, and it's important what you do.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything that you do.
Any of those kids down there know how to run a podcast, tell them they're hired. They could be my executive producer on Tuesday.
I could make that happen.
My man, I appreciate you. We've got 6:53 to go here in the third quarter. I'm going to let you get out of here. Mike, you are the absolute man. Mike Ponsiglione, the athletic director from Moore Catholic. You're thinking about going to a high school, Central Staten Island? No one better than that, my friend. We're going to have another guest in the booth right now, switching it over to the other side of the football field. Those are your headphones? On the kickoff, it's fielded at the 25 by the Mavericks, moving and grooving up to the 40-yard line. And that's where we are at 6:47. It's better now. 6:47 to go here in the third quarter, an 18-13 ball game. Joining us in the broadcast booth right now, a Curtis legend, and I don't mean that lightly. My man, Al Curtis. Al, welcome to the booth, brother.
Brother, I'm going to have to work on your definition of the word legend.
I know.
Get you a dictionary.
No. I'm just saying it's good to see you. You were a wide receiver for Curtis back in the day. I think we might have gone to school together, as a matter of fact. Played ball, glory days, as they call it. And I saw your mom this week. She said, Al's coming in from out of town. I said, tell him to come to the game, man.
No, I appreciate the invite. You know, I get to listen in on Nobody Cares Sports. Being out of town,
That's dope.
Air Force takes me all over the place, so you keep me connected to Staten Island. So anytime I get a chance to come back.
Now, you work in a pretty big building down there in D.C., right?
Yeah, working in the Pentagon right now.
I thought so.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So that's something, man. I usually work on like the North Shore of Staten Island. You know, it's not really too exotic. And what rank are you in the Air Force?
I'm a lieutenant colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel. So I just got to say, on behalf of everybody tuned in, thank you for your service, brother, because
Always.
we can't afford this man in the booth right now. Oh, boy. Defensive pass interference is going to be called here against the Warriors on what looked to be an uncatchable ball. Kind of looked like he pushed him after the ball was hitting the turf. Referees are, as a matter of fact, talking about this right now in the backfield. Al, it's kind of crazy how life turns out, right? You know, all these years later, you come back to Staten Island, over here, still at a Curtis football game.
Still at a Curtis football game. Warriors for life.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I take so much heat on this island being a Curtis Warrior, I can't even tell you.
People hate on greatness. It happens.
I'll tell you, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
It looks like we do, in fact, have a penalty against the Warriors here. That pass interference is going to move the Mavs into Warrior territory. Al Curtis, a graduate of Curtis High School in the year 2001. Star-studded wide receiver, played underneath Coach Freddie Oliveri.
Yes, sir. It's a great time, great team. A lot of great memories.
Oh, what a hit at the line of scrimmage. I mean, in the backfield, running back rumbled forward to get at least one on it, but
The interior line continues to stay strong. Love seeing that in the trenches. But yeah, a lot of great memories. Anytime you get a chance to come back, represent for the team, you want to be able to do so, right?
absolutely. Jarrett Surratt laying the wood that time. I thought lumber was expensive. Apparently not. I mean, it's laying it down out here tonight on Grymes Hill for nothing. 5:33 remaining here in the third quarter. Shout out to Qualitech Computers for providing the internet, man. It went down like the Beastie Boys. We were sabotaged on a screen to R.J. Pacheco. He gets to the second level for a first down and tackled inside the 30-yard line. And he gets up standing firm. Kind of did that pose as though he was standing on business. And I hate that term. I can't tell you how much I hate catchy terms in sports. But he did the pose.
He did do the pose.
Yesterday I was doing a game at Tottenville. This kid from Orlando, Florida, caught a bomb. And he threw up the peace sign, the Tyreek Hill at the 20-yard line, and took it to the crib. And the referees took the touchdown off the board and put the ball at the spot of the foul where he threw up the peace sign.
Wow.
I was like, dog, come on, that's crazy.
You got to let the kids play. I mean, These games, these times,
I
these
mean,
memories,
yeah, you know what I mean? It's the beginning of the year, New York versus Florida. Like, let them play, man. Man, that camera looks a heck of a lot better here in the second half. It was definitely not the bookie. We all should vehemently apologize. Looks like, I don't know, maybe my brother Pat's in the chat. He says, Al Curtis,
Hey, Pat.
exclamation point. PC.
Good to see you, brother.
I mean, there's probably a lot of people out there right now that are like, Al Curtis?
Yes, he's still alive.
Yeah, we pull him out of the woodwork for these broadcasts. Oh, what a pop at the line of scrimmage. That's nearly a loss on the play. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a one-possession ball game more than midway through the third quarter. The first half, a bevy of technical difficulties. Nobody Cares Sports has it completely under control now. You know what happens, Al, in life when you rely on other people for things? You can't control it, right? When you kind of do the X's and O's yourself, put the game plan together, and you execute it, you know that you're going to be able to win. So that's what happened here. We had to make our adjustments at halftime.
You make the adjustments, you make things happen. You got to adapt and overcome. That has been my career for the last 19, 20 years.
Zany under pressure throws deep downfield. You got to tell a military man that, you know what I mean? Turns out to be incomplete. He does a great job of moving that pocket away from pressure and getting the throw off. I mean, he's got an arm.
And you can see some of the composure that this team has, having played together for a while. I know the Curtis team has only been practicing for about 10 days, but seeing a lot of good things coming out of them already.
Yeah. And to the people at home that are like, hey, the camera's shaking again. Hey, guess what? We're actually in aluminum grandstands with 5,000 people. So when somebody gets up in front of the camera's going to shake. This is a product of the environment, ladies and gentlemen. If you want a better view, come on up here to Howard Avenue. There's a couple of seats left. On a direct snap, fake punt. The Mavs try to get it, and it looks like they come up just a bit shy on fourth down. Trickery, and I'm not sure if we're going to have a measurement here or not. Main Street Coffee running the stat department says they look short. What do you see, Al?
That looks short to me. If they mark him where the knee went down, he was definitely short, but it looks like they're talking about it.
It's like one of those times where we could really use a Century Waste instant replay, right, Cam? I mean, technology's not there yet, but it looks like we are going to have a measurement.
Real good spot and great reaction by the Curtis Warriors to be able to catch onto that sneak and
I mean, he got 8 yards, like, real easy. It was just a great job, like you say, closing the gap and getting the stop. So they are bringing the chains out onto the field now. This moment in the game brought to you by our friend Chef Joe at Jay's on the Bay, 1189 Bay Street. Make sure you visit them today in the heart of Rosebank. My man doing big things in the community locally.
Damn, while we got a second, I got to shout out you. I'm watching you do your thing over here.
Yeah.
You know, I get to listen in all the time, kind of hear it all happen, but seeing you, watching you do your thing, this is impressive, man. It really is.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
The people at home have no idea, and I don't want them to. It looks like it's going to be short on the field. Curtis is celebrating,
That's what we wanna see.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They should have listened to the Nobody Cares booth. We knew what it was the whole time. We got Hawkeyes up here. No, I don't like people at home to know, that we're doing like a one-man band kind of deal, but yeah, it's a real definition of a local sports network. And it's a typical high school football game here. People in attendance, no doubt, burning it down as the Babanya has been wafting through the broadcast booth all evening.
I'm definitely home.
Yeah, you're definitely home. Welcome back to New York City. There's no way you can track it down. We got to get after this third quarter, I'm going to go out there and get a picture of how many people are here.
Right.
So people can understand the chaos. Why is the camera shaking? Lady, are you insane? There's 14 little kids sitting right next to the camera that don't care about the security tape.
At all.
And I was like, bro, can you stop kicking the camera? Kid was like, I got it. And I was like, man, I'm good. I'm not doing this here. Smells all funky and whatnot. I was like, I felt outnumbered. I was like, Bookie, you're on your own.
You're on your own.
We got a 2nd and 10 here for the Warriors. They trail by 5. The score 18-13. 3:45 remaining here in the third quarter.
And these are the moments right now that they're gonna build on with the season going forward to see how they respond right now and use this drive.
Oh, Gomes has absolutely nowhere to go but still rumbling on his feet. Now he seemingly gets tackled by half of the Mavs defense. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Warriors. I don't think the play action is going to be there on this one. They're going to have to figure out a way to air it out. And it looks like we have a injured Warrior down on the field. We'll take a short break here and turn it around to the Nobody Cares Sports broadcast booth in just a moment. Danny Shinod, Al Curtis on the call. Welcome back to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Danny Shinod here, Al Curtis, 2 Warriors in the booth. We hardly ever do that, so we're going to get a lot of hate from the more Mavs. But Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Air Force, home for Labor Day weekend, supporting local sports here in the community. Al, it's great to have you back here, man. Always a big fan. You threw some great parties in high school. You're not allowed to talk about that anymore. Military.
We don't talk about that right now.
I tell you, we had some times.
But those memories, those are the reason why you come back.
I'll tell you what, man. Dave Fox was tuned in at home, at his home in New Jersey. He said he had to turn it off because he was getting sick from the camera on the first half. As the screenplay is incomplete, dangerous pass there from the Warriors turns out to be empty. Hopefully Dave tunes back in and sees our boy Al, but I'll send him a clip tomorrow, Coach Oliveri always called him the Gnat.
Yes, he did.
Said he was annoying like a gnat. And he meant that in
the best way possible.
Center on the offensive line, the smallest member of the offensive line,
but he'd block anybody.
I mean, annoying as hell to get out of the way, so it's a great nickname. More laundry on the field, more laundry out here than's in my basket at home, and I can assure you there's a heck of a lot.
Yeah.
I know you. Don't be looking at me. There's so much material. I don't want you to look at me. Eyes to the corners of the room when you broadcast. Looks like we've got a penalty against the Mavs, and this could be a huge penalty if it turns out to be a first down Warriors. Phenomenal job, Bookie. It's so smooth. It's like I'm watching Planet Earth. We just need David Attenborough to narrate. That is a 1st and 10 for the Warriors, working out of a gun, sending a wide receiver in motion. The give is to the tailback, running left side. Excellent. He lowers his shoulder with the truck stick. My heavens. Moose on the carry, running violently, may I add.
And those are the runs that they need right now.
Bro, that's the kind of run that inspires the team. They're only down by 5 points here, so...
Yep.
My goodness.
I mean, this has been a game that's been well within reach for the Warriors the entire time, right?
You got to shout out Sal Vitale. Says we're doing a great job. See what happens at one half to the next? Says we're doing a great job. He'd love to see us out at Xavier for a JV game. Brother, I'm in. You know what? It's easy to book. Nobody cares.
You covered a great game just this week. You were covering
Tottenville.
You covered the Tottenville game.
Yeah. And we did a basketball game Wednesday.
You covered a basketball game on Wednesday.
Yeah. We got some good MVP interviews at the end of the games with both boys and girls. So now we're out here. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to come to D.C. My boy lives down there. I'm going to look you up.
You got a place to stay. You come down.
You don't want any part of that. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. The give us to Moose again, running left side. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He picks up 5.5 on the carry and officially moves the Warriors into Mavs territory.
It's a great run. So long as you bring clean laundry, you're good to go.
100%. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Media 2. Going to queue up a commercial at the end of the third quarter. We're going to hear from our boy Danny Mills at a Roddy and Dean American Steakhouse. 18-13.
Run through it. Good.
My goodness, the give is up the middle to Moose yet again. He picks up just about 1 on the play. Yeah, the answer is if you want Nobody Cares to broadcast one of your games, congratulations, you just booked us. You know, we're not going to say no to anybody, and we're powered by our sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor, it's real easy. It's real cheap. If you don't have the money, lucky for you, I'm into the barter system. What do you got? You know, we'll work it out. If you want to support local, we're here for you. It's a 3rd and 3 for the Warriors. Out of a shotgun. Wide receiver in motion. It's a give to the receiver, and he's going to be bottled up for a loss of 4 on the play. Little fake pass, handoff to the man in motion. Turns out to be a bust for the Warriors. They trail by 5 here in the closing seconds. 40 to go here in the third quarter.
Great discipline by Moore on the line there. Stringing that play out to the sideline. Makes me a little sick in my throat to say that, but
no, I know it's tough. And I worked with Kenny. I worked with Kenny Munson Jr. last night at Tottenville High School, and I told him to his face in the broadcast booth. I told him and Brian Neville that I thought they were going to get smoked, and he was like, "Neville said I always doubt the Pirates," and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I have to." I'm sorry, man. It's a beautiful kick here by the Warriors, fielded at the 20-yard line. He's going to pick up about 12 on the return, and the Mavericks are going to take over with 3.1 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So while we have Al in the booth, I got to turn it around. Al, man, you're going to be leaving us here at the end of the third quarter, but you got any shout-outs for people that you want to say what up to? Because you know they're going to see it.
You know, I'm going to shout out the entire family, of course.
It's a good one.
Got to shout out Principal Curtis, otherwise known as Mom.
Okay. And a lot of people out there that know Miss Curtis.
Shout out the entire Curtis Ward family. You know, it's always good to be back. Glad to see you. Glad to see all the Warriors that I'm able to see today. Love being here. Love being with you.
Yeah. Listen, you don't belong up here in the stands with these animals. You want to go on the field. You tell them Nobody Cares, and they'll let you. You hear me?
Hey, I'll give you one more shout out just since I'm rocking Haas Atherton's sweatshirt right now. He represents it. He's got a clothing line.
Okay.
Leopold Jacobs, 1983.
Now we're talking. That's
Good
what I
stuff
want
right
to hear. Shout out right there. And you know what? We can even put that hoodie you got there right on camera, show the world right there. You know what I'm saying? Supporting Curtis, supporting local. We appreciate you each and every day of the week. Al Curtis, thank you so much for coming in the broadcast booth, man. Awesome to see you. That is the end of the third quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, put your fours up from Grymes Hill in Staten Island at Wagner College. Danny Shenard on the call. We are live. Ain't no technical difficulties slowing us down now. Nobody cares. Keep it locked. Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mavericks that have the ball on their own side of the 40 and trying to strip the ball out are the Warriors. They trail by 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Once again, joining us in the broadcast booth, Kevin Gum out of Main Street Coffee, and they're pulling each other peeling each other off one another, scrambling for that football. Never fumbled.
Back in the house, Dan.
Are you? I mean, I feel we pulled a 180 on this broadcast.
Absolutely. I feel like I got pushed aside there for a little bit, but I'm back. I'm feeling strong.
Well, I got to be honest with you. There was some people in here that help us pay the bills, and we had to get them in.
God bless.
Chris Sapp out of McKee says, doing great, Danny. Thank you for the coverage. We had shouted out Coach Gene Smith in the first half, and we'll do so again here in the second half. We know he's tuned in out of there, the Village in Florida. Curtis Grad, a coach from Moore. Short gain on the play.
Could be a quick turnaround here. Looks like it's going to be 3 and out for the Mavs. Curtis needs that ball back.
I mean, in the worst way, but to be fair, there's still so much time on the clock, Kev. It's anybody's ball game, but we're looking at a 4th and 1 here for the Mavericks. If they get this, continue the drive, and how much more time comes off. If they don't, what a swing of events here as the Warriors will have the ball in their territory.
I think he's going to try to draw him off sides here.
That's
no,
what I
quick
think the
snap.
move is. They give
Check
us
him up the middle.
That is...
First down.
That is, in fact, given to number 1, Yandel Pelez on the carry. A little change of pace back here for the Mavericks. They get the first down. Commodore in the chat is calling you the king.
Who?
I know. Truth to Case says Wagner versus Peters tomorrow. I have pizza. Listen, we appreciate you. Unfortunately, we can't do the Wagner-Peters game tomorrow. Again, we're at the Richmond County Fair all weekend running bingo wiffle ball for 3 days. Come see us, Main Street Coffee. The give is to a wide receiver on an end around and a massive loss on the play. The Warriors come up big.
Great play.
You know what? I'm never connected into nobody else's internet again. From now on, I'm only relying on our amazing sponsor, Qualitech Computers. Just going to stick with the technology they provide.
Yeah, why roll the dice, Dan? Just stick with Qualtech.
You know what I mean? Their quality, the service is so reliable. And, I just thought, we're in the Shangri-La, such a nice place. Let's switch it up. And I think somebody was like in the shadows cutting wires like that scene in Forrest Gump. In Vietnam, can't hear you. It's a second in eternity. Zay under pressure has got to get rid of it. He throws it, and nobody home, but...
Oh, a little intentional grounding.
I thought he was out of the pocket. Now the referee looks at the area and says, nobody home, intentional grounding. So it was a 3rd and 15. Now it's going to be 3rd and nearly impossible for the Mavericks with 8:44 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. So Mark Savino came up in here, right, from Century Waste. Unfortunately, we couldn't have him on the air. He was up here just in time for the panic attack of a technical difficulty. Curtis Warrior cheerleaders absolutely getting busy tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, we missed a halftime show. It's phenomenal.
I know. I'm upset about it, man. We got to give a shout-out to the team captains in Nia, Iviana, and Alicia. And Alicia, of course, is the team captain, and they're all seniors on that Curtis High School cheerleading squad.
Well, 3rd and 30, Dan.
Throw his left side, and nothing doing there. It's going to bring up a 4th down here for the Mavs. 8:25 to go. That clock's going to continue to run. Warriors special teams go out to receive. I'll be right back in, Kev.
Dan exits the booth again. Looks like I'm in charge. We know everybody knows what that means. Main Street Coffee. 2 locations, Tottenville and historic Richmond Town. Don't forget to stop by the Richmond County Fair this weekend. Mention Nobody Cares, and you just might get a discount. Mavs back for the punt. The snap is up. There's a whistle. Little halt in the play. Like we have a timeout from the Curtis side. I'd like to see some pressure on that ball. Maybe get a block punt here. Could be kicking into the wind. Might be good for maybe 30 yards max if he gets it off. Warriors should get the ball back in Mav territory with about 7:54 on the clock. We've got a couple more games brewing tomorrow for all you fans out there. I know Monsignor Farrell is playing a team from Rhode Island, Bishop Hendrickson. That's at 4 o'clock at Monsignor Farrell. And then from on the stand, the St. Peter's Eagles are playing the Susan Wagner Seahawks, if I'm correct. So we got a lot of local high school football games on tap here this weekend. Good kickoff to the season. We're going to try this again. Ball set, whistle's blown. Punter's back, good snap. Gets the punt off, it's a nice punt, turns it over. Fields in about the 40-yard line. He's got the ball, he's got 5, 10, 15. Oh, we got a great return there, but unfortunately we got some more flags on the field.
That is unfortunate, Kev.
Maybe a block in the back. Too many refs' eyes on the field tonight.
7:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mike Smith, excellent broadcast, Dan and crew. Hockey season around the corner.
Love
You
hockey.
said it, mister.
Love hockey. Dan did a call last year, hockey. I thought it was one
Yeah.
of the best calls of the season.
Yeah, well, Mike Smith, he's actually a coach with the St. Peter's High School program, and because of him, I was able to broadcast high school hockey for the first time ever. So, like I said, it's all about the invites. If you have something out there you want us to cover, the answer is yes. We'll figure it out. It's not about the money. It's about helping out the community.
Maybe do some turtle races.
I would love to do turtle races.
You get that going in Main Street Coffee.
Are you kidding
You
me?
could call that. We should set that up for the fair.
I don't mean to sound ridiculous here, but I think the Chinese bookie can get us some turtles like almost instantaneously.
I say we do it Labor Day.
Yeah, we might have to. Monday, come out to the fair, turtle races, live action, hot betting. It's going down. Andrea Fodder says it's Mook, not Moose.
Mook.
Thank you. I like to make my own nicknames up for people as the shotgun is bobbled and quarterback taken down for a loss on the play. Big play here by the Mavs. 7:25 to go here in the fourth quarter of play.
Listen, if I'm correct, I think Mook is a big fan of Main Street Coffee. I think he comes to the Tottenville location.
Really?
quite often. Yeah.
You don't even know.
Yes, and we talk football quite often because that's
No,
his
that's
son, right? Number 44 out there.
Now that's funny.
What do we got going on here, Dan? We got about a 2nd and 15, maybe 14. Caratelli in the shotgun position. Calls for the ball. Quick pass. He slipped. Tried to make him move too quick. Feet went right out from underneath him. 3rd and even longer. See if Curtis can do something with the ball here. I'd like to see Caratelli maybe air one out here. Just to get a first down. He needs about 20 yards to go. Play calls coming from the sideline.
We've got 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. Quarterback in a shotgun throws it short.
Could have been a tip ball there.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I went out there into the crowd just now, Kevin. I was able to get some video of just how many people are here at this game. After this punt attempt by the Warriors, we're going to bring it up on screen. To give you an idea of, yes, I'd say this rivals just about any high school football crowd in all of New York City. And this game doesn't count in the official standings, ladies and gentlemen. It's an exhibition, and we are at maximum capacity. A low snap, false start against the Warriors. As they back up the Warriors 15 yards, you could just get a look here at how many people are in attendance here tonight from Wagner College. An absolute full house on display on Grymes Hill in Staten Island. As we're back to the action now, the punt is up and clean over midfield line. I don't know if that touched his foot. The Warriors are going to down it at about the 23-yard line. And that is where the Mavs will take over. 5:45 to go here in the fourth quarter from Wagner College. A little bit of extracurricular activity on the field, getting chippy as we've got more laundry on the field. Keep it locked. You're tuned in, but nobody cares. This broadcast booth is powered by who?
Main Street Coffee.
Now we're talking.
And we're back.
Yeah, welcome back to the broadcast booth, ladies and gentlemen. Showing you a glimpse of this Seahawks stadium here on the hill for Wagner. And the give is to the tailback working out of a wildcat formation on first down. Picks up about 5 on the carry. Brings it up second and manageable. 5 minutes and 32 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter of play.
It's like they're using the clock to their advantage here. The Mavs are going to run the ball.
Direct snap to the tailback once again, and we've got a false start against the Mavs.
It's good for the Warriors. Stop the clock.
Absolutely. Again, just a one-score ball game, so anybody's ball game right now. These errors so critical late in the game.
It's anybody's game at this time, Dan. Mavs break huddle.
Tomorrow night, there's another Catholic school, public school matchup as St. Peter's will be on the road to face off against the Wagner Falcons.
Falcons. That's the nickname. I think I botched that up before.
What'd you say?
Might have said Seahawks.
Yeah, because somebody in the chat, actually, Anthony McKay is upset with you.
Ah,
He said it's
McKay.
Falcons, not Seahawks.
I think I played football with his father.
Yeah, it's fine. You got to tell him nobody cares, right? And if you want to hear correct stats and better cameras, tune the channel on your Verizon or something. There's plenty of real sports networks
I
out
got
there.
it mixed up with the Wagner Seahawks. That could
Yeah, no, you're dyslexic. It's fine. They're unforgiving. The internet is ruthless, pal.
Damn it.
4-minute warning here at Wagner College. 18-13 ball game. Zay working out of a gun under pressure. He's got to get rid of it. That ball is intercepted at the 20-yard line.
Oh, my
baby,
goodness.
what a play.
What a turn of events. Risky play.
Number 5, Evan Dukes coming up with a massive interception. Holy athleticism, Batman.
Talk about jumping a ball.
Warriors are going to take over now in Mavs territory just outside the red zone.
This game just got interesting.
Sure did, pal. 3:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Warriors trail by 5. What a massive interception from the defensive back, Evan Dukes, the senior, making a huge play. I mean, wow, what an interception. That's the play of the game right now as it stands. We'll see if it'll turn into a touchdown.
30 yards to go.
It's a play action. Quarterback drops back, throws left side. Lots of contact. Referee's going to say incidental. Warriors don't like the call. The play results in a 2nd and 10.
A little risky there, Dan. A little inside pass route there.
KJ here tonight?
Yeah, he's around.
He's around somewhere.
Resting up for his big game tomorrow with the Farrell Panthers.
Oh, all right.
I mean, Lions.
No, there you go. Well, then you're going to get some more hate mail. Oh, quarterback now decides to run for a second. He decided to throw. It looked like he was going to run the ball to start.
No place to go.
I'm not sure if that was a designed play, Kev, or if that was broken and he just tried to communicate with his receiver.
Yeah, that's a tough
I
throw.
don't know. Tough play call. He's like a jump pass
Throwing across
from the
his body.
quarterback. Patrick Mahomes-esque, but nowhere near it.
You got third down and 10. Let's see what 1-3 could do here.
Out of a shotgun, wide receiver in motion. The give is to the wideout, who slips and falls as he makes a cut. Well, I tell you, he had a lane
He did.
sniper out there that we can't see. Hits the deck, and it's 4th and 10 here for the Warriors.
Gotta go. Gotta go for it.
Anthony McKay says, if you played with my father, you'd be about 80. Why do people got to call us out on our BS right here live on the air? It ain't right. Should wait till the game's over and send us a direct message like a real hateful fan?
Many McKays on the island, I guess.
I guess. Out of a gun, quarterback under pressure. He heaves it off
Got
his
him in.
back foot. Oh, nearly caught. They certainly had him. Instead, it's going to be a turnover on downs, but wait. More laundry on the field.
Might have another shot.
Let's see what this call is.
Whoop. Pass
Interference against the
Offense.
Warriors. And that gets the more Mavs crowd on their feet. The boys in silver and red absolutely love it.
Got 2:50 on the clock, Dan. They're going to need at least one first down here.
2:50 on the clock. They've been committed to the run absolutely all day. Curtis Warriors' run defense has been stout most of the game. You talk about committing to that run, first quarter, second, third, now we're in the fourth. Will that Curtis D-line be tired, as we discussed, and will they be able to just get these 10 yards easy? Find out here now live on Nobody Cares Sports Network. Zay out of a gun. The give is left side to the tailback. He is swallowed up. The ball comes out.
Oh, my goodness.
The Warriors have
Warrior
it
ball.
inside the Mavericks' 20-yard line. First and 10 Warriors.
Talk about second chance opportunities. Murphy's Law, what could go wrong can go wrong right there, Dan.
I'll tell you what, man. What a turnover.
Ouch. That one just might sting.
Bookie coming down to critical moments in the game now. It's a shortened field, but we're going to ask you to do your very best to move the camera on the passes. And I will say this to Rob in the YouTube chat. If you ever use 3 exclamation points again, I will never see you on our channel.
That's close for a flag. Here we go. Curtis Ball, let's do it.
Out of a gun, the Warriors give it to the tailback, running A-gap.
Oh, stretching for that extra yards. We got one more flag on the field. Come on.
It's Quadir Gomes that gets about 7 on the play. More laundry. Let's see what it is. At some point, can we let these kids play and finish the game without laundry? We get it. It's sloppy. It's August 30th. Let the kids play at this point.
That was a nice power run, too.
Maybe I'm just ornery and tired and I want to go home, and I realize I have to work the county fair all weekend. I don't know. Either way, I'm happy to be here. What's the call, Kev?
like we got 1st and 5. Maybe they picked up the flag there. They
I don't
gave
even
him the
know.
yardage.
Yeah.
I think the refs are a little unsure of themselves.
He
at the
literally
moment.
picked up the flag and acted like
There
it
we
didn't
go.
happen. All right, 1st and 5 for the Warriors out of a
Gonna
gun.
run it.
Gievis to the
First
tailback
down, down to
inside
the
the 5.
5.
1st and goal, Warriors.
Another nice run. Same play, different back.
Mook on the carry.
Inside the 5. Looks like they're going to try to power it. Little smash mouth football here.
2:21 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Another
The Gievis
handoff.
to Mook running up the gut. He's stopped by the Mavs defensive line at the 5. A gain of nothing on the play.
Looked a little indecisive there. .204. Looks like we got a timeout from the Mavs.
Timeout called on the field by the Mavericks.
2nd and 4.
Turn around to the Nobody Cares Sports Network broadcast booth powered by our friends at Main Street Coffee. We're up here at Wagner College tonight. It's turned out to be an epic broadcast. First half be damned. I'll tell you, we figured it out here in the second, and we're coming down the stretch here on Friday Night Lights. Looks to be a storied finish here on the hill at Wagner College. Kev, how do you think this is going to shake out here?
If I had to shake it out, Dan, I think Curtis is going to run the ball up the middle. The Mavs going to have a tough time stopping the ball all night. They just might push it in here.
Well, here we go. They got this far from their running game and a massive turnover. A couple of them, as a matter of fact. The defense keeping the Warriors in this ball game. Out of a gun. They fake it to a man in
Kelly keeps
motion.
the ball.
Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Warriors!
Caratelli, a little shake and bake, keeping the ball themselves, punching it in for 6.
Shake and bake. Warriors on top. Late 4th quarter. 1:58 to go in the game. And listen to this crowd.
At what time do you stop saying there's a lot of time left on the clock?
I don't know.
Minute 58. Let's see if Moore has an answer here.
Scoreboard operator here at Wagner College hasn't made the change, so I'm going to make the change on our screen for him. 19-18 is our score. The Warriors have taken the lead.
Some quick math there, Dan.
I actually was over here like 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. All right, back. I still had to check with 3 people. What a call, Kev. I'll tell you what. Sound like Bob Papa in the booth.
Oh, thank you, Dan.
Oh, John Boyle says you're killing it with the color commentary. We got to give a big shout out to our boy John Boyle.
JB from IS 34.
Yeah, he is a legend out here in the community.
love
Yeah,
that
I don't know, Kev. I know you're a busy man, but we might have to have you back. You might have missed your calling a little bit. Next time, bring coffee for the love of God.
Let me tell you something, Dan. You've done such a phenomenal job tonight. I just might offer free coffee and food to your entire staff for the Richmond County Fair this
That's
weekend.
unbelievable. 1:58 remaining in the 4th quarter. That is an unbelievable deal.
That offer does not extend to John Boyle and his family, though.
No, sorry, John.
You're
Too
out.
big of a family.
You're out.
Out of a gun, the Warriors going for a 2-point conversion, throwing
He's
left
got
hand man, touchdown! 2-point conversion's good for the Warriors.
Ooh, baby.
Evan Dukes came up with a massive interception to keep the Warriors in it, and now he completes the 2-point conversion. It is 21-18 Warriors with 1:58 remaining in the 4th quarter. I repeat, less than 2 minutes to go on Grymes Hill. And look at these Warriors on the field, hyping up the crowd on the hill. Pandemonium, baby.
They are definitely feeling it right now. Mavs got to stay positive here. Minute 58 left on the clock. Little we need a field goal to tie. They have some legit offensive players on that field out there. And the score lead could change at the drop of a hat. See if Curtis is going to kick it deep. They might squib it,
Remains to be
keep
seen
it
here.
safe. I don't know if you want to give this boy room to run.
Kev, look over here. Look alive.
Hey, how you doing?
We did it. I'm all about the selfies here at Nobody Cares Sports. We have an ending for the ages.
Here we go.
1:58 to go. A squib kick. Onside. The
Recovered.
Mavs recover it at the 40-yard line, and that's where they're going to take over with 1:55 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with high drama, high intensity, and ultra pandemonium from the Hill, Grymes Hill, Wagner College. Nobody cares. We are back to the action. Zay throwing deep downfield, one-on-one coverage. Come on, dog. That is not pass interference.
Pick it up.
That is a terror. And I mean, look, I'm not one of those sports networks that's going to side by any refs and stuff. I'm telling you, 1:50 to go in the game, one-on-one coverage down the sidelines, and you got to pick that flag up, man. Nevertheless, it looks like it's pass interference here against the Warriors. It's going to be a huge series of events. Unless...
I don't think we're going to have a spot foul, though, Dan.
Unless we don't have a spot foul and we simply have a repeat of first down. Looks like it's going to be a 15-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage. So the Mavericks are now in Warrior territory. 1:49 to go in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 at the Warrior 44-yard line. Zay out of a gun. 2 receivers right, looking that way. Now moving up in the pocket, decides to throw. And he nearly out of man, just overthrown by a little bit down the far sideline. 2nd and 10. Oh, no, this isn't a Curtis Warriors network. This is a local sports that was a terrible call network. Welcome to Nobody Cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody does care. Golly.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Mavs. 4 wide receivers, 2 split left and right, a man in motion from left to right now. Zay out of a gun, under pressure, moving up, thinking about throwing, now finally does, and too strong on the pass is going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Just missed him for that first down. A little too hot. Coming in hot.
Coming in way hot. What's crazy is Kevin Gumb's a Farrell guy. If anything, you're trying to figure out, how does everybody lose here? I know what you're thinking.
It's true.
Well, it's 3rd and 10, and a huge 3rd and 10. 1:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
3rd and long.
We got a timeout called on the field.
Gamble wants to think about it.
And I don't blame him. Time to think about who you're going to throw out there. And what a better time to talk about our sponsors, and we got to talk about them. Windows, we are 9110 5th Avenue, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, the 8th wonder of the modern world. Why? Because they got free parking in Brooklyn. That's right. You ain't never heard of that in your entire life. Got to also give a shout out to our friends at RL Press. Picked up our shirts for the county fair. Be rocking them all weekend. And Master of Chemistry, John Zaborski's tutoring. High school admissions coming on as official sponsor. Wow. I'll tell you what, I definitely need tutoring in a lot of different departments. These people are doing amazing things in the community. Tuitions, grants, scholarships. Reach out to them today. Proud supporter of local sports here.
Love that periodic table.
I get dizzy. Do not talk about anything education related here on my booth.
Let's not forget I'm a Farrell man.
Turf Dome likes the play calling now. I just roasted him because I said this isn't a Curtis network. I appreciate you. It's 3rd and 10. 1:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Zay out of a gun, trips right.
He's back
Single
because of pressure.
coverage left. Under pressure, Zay is sacked! And laundry on the field, possibly for taunting. Will it be after the play? Is it during the play? Let's see. Yet another flag.
A little too much excitement from the boys.
This would be unbelievable. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Warriors on a 3rd and 10 sack results in the Mavericks getting a first down here with 1:26 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Oh my goodness.
I have seen some things in my day, and although this is Nobody Cares, I'm actually not going to say what I'm thinking, if you could believe that.
Nobody cares.
But the Curtis Warrior fans in attendance, well, you can hear them. I got a mic here in the window too, Kev. It's madness out here. It's now 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. 1:26 left to go in the 4th quarter. Zay out of a gun, trips right. Under pressure, moving up in the pocket.
Oh,
he's got a man! Touchdown, Mavericks!
Mavs. Never give up.
Oh, Dr. Drama on the hill! The Mavericks take the lead with 1:17 to go in the 4th. (24-21). With the extra point, it'll be 25. They've prematurely put 25 up on the scoreboard here.
Man's right.
Ball don't lie. It is 25-21. The Warriors trail by 4 points with 1:17 to go here in the 4th quarter of play.
A lot of time left.
A lot of time left. We'll be back from the hill. You're supporting local sports on the YouTube machine. Keep it locked right here, because I'm telling you, man, nobody cares.
Ain't you brother?
I've seen a lot of things in all my day. The more Mavs have just came and made a comeback here late in the game, albeit with a little help from their friend, the boys in black and white shirts.
Ouch.
But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The drama unfolding late on the hill. A capacity crowd, sold out. Everybody on their feet, standing room only. Warriors trail by 4, 1:17 to go. Mavs set to kick, and they kick it. A squib, and that's got to be fielded by the Warriors as it's off a man's fingertips. That's a live ball. Down the sidelines, the Warriors are alive and well, moving across the 50 into Mavs territory. 1st and 10, 1:08 to go in the game.
Almost broke that one, Dan.
My man Evan Dukes has been all 4th quarter Mr. Ice Water in his veins, carrying CW here late. Out of a gun for the Warriors. A man in motion, trips left. It's a screen right side. Nothing doing. The Mavs there sniff it out. A loss of 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 for the Warriors. The clock running. 55 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter.
Like
Warriors in a no huddle.
It's like that boy was in the huddle on defense. Caratelli set back again.
Out of a gun, Caratelli looking to throw. He's got a man, left sideline, 40, 35, out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 41.8 seconds to go. 41.8 seconds to go.
This game is not over.
A lot of time left, Kev. Madness. Chiaratelli out of a gun, looking Duke's way. He's got him.
Oh, he's caught the ball.
It is complete. Inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, Warriors. 35.4 seconds to play.
They're still fighting over that ball.
Still fighting over that ball.
Line it up, boys.
Warriors came up with it. Pandemonium here. This is one of the most raucous environments I've ever witnessed for an exhibition high school football game.
Myriad of emotions out there in those stands right now, Dan.
Trips right, Chiaratelli out of a gun, rolling right.
He's got a man back in the end
end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! Laundry on the field. We'll have to see if it's going to stand. 20.7 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Laundry on the field. And this one's going against the Warriors.
Wow. What poise by the quarterback out there.
He moved the pocket around, moved away from the pressure, still had the presence of mind to find the man on the back of the end zone. And a flag here. I don't know whether it's a hold. I'm not sure what's going on. Lord knows they ain't looking at the broadcast booth to tell us what the penalty is. The Moore fans in attendance chanting, "You can't do that." Clearly, they know what the penalty is.
Pushed him way back to the 26-yard line.
Pushed him way back to the 26's right.
First and 25.
They were at first and goal from the 10. Now at the 25.
More in a prevent D right now.
Out of a gun, the throw left side to Dukes. He makes one man miss. He's tackled out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 14.5 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Cut the yardage in half there. It's a nice call through under the defense. Time for maybe like 2 more plays, Dan.
I think that's what you got. 14.5 seconds on the clock. 2 receivers right, a man in motion right side. Chiaratelli out of a gun using footwork. He's got a man left side, and it's dropped. 8.2 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. We're going to have a third down and goal from the 21-yard line. An opportunity for maybe 2 plays now, Kev, if you're quick on this one.
They're going to have to be quick there.
I don't know if Curtis has a timeout left. Quarterback out of a gun, looking right side, all day to throw, flushed out of the pocket. Now he has the ball tipped, and it is fourth down. That's going to do it. Time expires, and the Mavericks get the W on the hill in dramatic fashion. They beat the Warriors 25-21 in front of a capacity crowd.
Hold on, Dan. Hold down. The game just might not be over.
What is happening now? What are you talking about?
Looks like the ref forgot to turn his clock on.
This would be unbelievable if they brought him out for one more play, bro.
They put maybe 1 more second on the clock.
We are getting an official time here from the scoreboard operator here to our left. Walkie-talkies are being used. The teams are back out onto the field. It's a fourth down for the Warriors. I believe we're going to have like 2 seconds left on the game clock, maybe like, 0.4?
Only need a half a second, Dan.
It looks like it's about a half a second on the game clock as we wait for the official time to pop up here.
Plenty of time left, Dan.
Still plenty of time, Kev. The game was over, and they brought him back out. I don't have much of a voice left, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, I don't have it. I don't have any time. But if a touchdown happens on this play, I'm going out tonight.
It's got to be less than 1 second.
Got to be less than 1 second on the clock is right. Time for one final play of the game. It is a fourth and goal for the Warriors from the Mavs' 16-yard line. all of our sponsors that have been scrolling on the upper left-hand corner all night. This game is brought to you free, powered entirely by them for your viewing entertainment. Without them, this game is not possible, so thank you to all of the sponsors of the Nobody Cares Network. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 4th and goal
Mavs
from the 16-yard line.
We got a
Mavs
blitz.
bring the blitz. Quarterback under pressure, has time to throw,
Got a
looks towards
man.
the end zone, overthrows him, had him in the corner, and that is going to officially do it here from Wagner College. Moore upsets Curtis, 25-21. Kev, I'm going to turn it around to us here in the booth, powered by our friend here at Main Street Coffee. I'm going to ask you for your final thoughts before we wrap up this broadcast. It has been a wild, wild night, brother. A tough one of broadcasting for me. Tough night for the Curtis Warriors. What do you make for it?
I think it was a tremendous night, Dan, for Staten Island alone. We got a lot of winners on both sides of the field, no matter what the final score was, no matter what
Man,
the outcome
Bob.
was.
What a game. Bob, the clock ref over here going home. We appreciate him. What a game. What a start to the 2024 high school football season here on Staten Island.
It's amazing. This game could have gone either way, Dan.
Absolutely, it could have gone either way. Speaking of going either way, see you at the Richmond County Fair this weekend. Either
Turtle-
way, if not,
Turtle races.
Turtle races Monday, wiffle ball
Let's do it.
all weekend. Bingo games. We've got gift cards to
Jay's on the
over
Bay.
100 gift cards, man. Jay's on the Bay, Duffy's, Jimmy Mac's, official sponsors, Main Street Coffee. I mean, these people are supporting local here in the community, and they're giving away gift cards as well. Plus, we've got a bevy of other restaurants on board. Everybody from Holbrook, Kettle Black District, Pizza Parlor. The list goes on and on. If you want to win this stuff, come to the County Fair, Historic Richmond Town, 12 to 8, Saturday, Sunday, Monday this weekend. We'll be there. In the meantime, heck of a job for all of you at home putting up with us, fighting through technical difficulties. Mike Ponsiglione, the athletic director from Moore, came on. Mark Savino popped into the booth from Century Waste. Al Curtis, Lieutenant Colonel for the Air Force out of the Pentagon. Curtis alumni came up in the booth.
AD for the Moore Mavs was here.
Yeah, Mike Ponsiglione, AD here. I mean, what a night, man. We made the best of it, Kev.
I tell you, Dan, buckle up. It's going to be a hell of a season.
Hell of a season.
Hell of a
Ain't
season.
afraid to say that here.
I might just have to do the popping a little bit more.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
do the pop-in. Come
Thanks
back.
for having me. Thanks for having me, Dan.
Great to have you here. Can you tell the folks at home who our broadcast booth is powered by?
Absolutely, Dan. My favorite one and only Main Street Coffee!
You said it, mister. No religion, no politics. Nobody cares. Good night, everybody.